Laura, any advice for fully recovering from anxiety? Suffered for over 20 years but still lingers at night and still get triggered on occasion. Laura, 20 years is an eternity to deal with anxiety. You have to make a commitment from right now that you're going to get to the bottom of this anxiety. There's going to be a reason, there's going to be an event in your childhood that's created this fear. Anxiety is just fear, right? There's a lack of, it's an insecurity. But the reason why anyone is insecure is because there's fear present, whether you were 5, 7, 12, or maybe you're still in somewhat of a fear mindset today, which is still linked to when you're a childhood. But we'll get to that. You have to make a decision right now and say, oh, this is my life purpose is now to cure myself from anxiety, to eradicate any anxiety from my life. That's the mindset going in. And then with that mindset, you make your life all about being completely free from anxiety. You take away all the addictions that numb you from feeling the anxiety. And addiction sounds like heroin and crack cocaine and all that. That's some of the addictions, but I'm talking about addictions of, the TV that makes noise in the background, the radio when you're driving to work that just prohibits the quietness that's needed to go in and do the introspective work that's going to give you the solutions to your problem, which is the anxiety. That's a very mild form of addiction that most people don't recognize. That is the antidote, right? That is the solution. Get as much quiet time as you can. And if you drink alcohol, if you smoke cigarettes, if you're eating a shitty diet, all these things contribute to numbing the feelings of anxiety. Eating a nice chocolate donut or whatever your forte is going to numb you in the moment from feeling your true state. And your true state is anxiety. If you've had anxiety for 20 years, that's your true state. That's your default setting. That's your soul trying to show you, trying to talk to you that, hey, we need to do some introspective work to see that there's a part of you that's still feeling very lonely and scared and insecure. And that part of you is more than likely your inner child, that younger version of yourself that was traumatized from an event that happened when you're 6, 7, 9, 13 or whatever. And you have to go back internally with visualization to see the traumatic event. And don't be scared about re-traumatizing or whatever. Some people will fill you with the fear of not doing this work. It's highly necessary for you to connect the dots, is how I've learned to say it. You've got to connect the dots of why you are the way you are before you can create someone else who you want to be. Right? Connecting the dots is all about retracing the trauma that happened when you were younger, that's created the mindset of fear, that's now replaying in your head as a default program of being insecure with the world, that's creating the anxiety. So step number 1, get rid of all addictions, get rid of all the noise, literally, music, radio, TV, being with people all the time. Get solitude. Right? Solitude mixed with a clean diet, a good lifestyle, just clean it all up. I can assure you it's going to make the anxiety louder. We want it to be louder so that we can actually hear what it's trying to say. And then by hearing what it's going to say, there might be some tears. There may be some uncomfortable feelings of fear and loneliness and shame and guilt, or maybe even anger and frustration, which most people have that are in denial. Whatever it is, don't be scared of it. You're an adult now. You're a fully grown adult. You're watching this video. You can understand the words coming out of my mouth, which means that you've got some level of coherence. You're not a child anymore, and you're able to do this work. I can assure you, you have the courage internally to do this. Go in and do the solitude, and I can assure you that the anxiety will be gone forever.